Okay, guys, this is Hot Topics. Let's talk about it. The Black Lives Matter movement. I, of course, stand with my Black brothers and sisters in the Black Lives Matter movement, as we have fought so hard and continuously fight for equality, uh, equality amongst our community, within our community, as well as in society as a whole. Now, as we look at our ancestral history, especially in this country, we have been fighting for equality for so many years. And honestly, it's sad that we're still treated as inferior to our counterparts, which makes no sense. If you look at our history, first of all, we come from an ancestry of richness, rich in culture, rich in wealth. And I don't understand, well, I do understand the reasoning behind breaking down those ideals of how we see ourselves. That was a weapon used by, slave owners and people that wanted to keep us oppressed, make us feel inferior, and let us have a misrepresentation and misunderstanding of how important we are and what our worth was. And unfortunately, that has disseminated down through the years in our ancestry, as well as other, counterproductive, counterintuitive things within the Black community. Now, we hear all these things about all lives matter, and it's not just Black people who are going through this and that and whatever have you. And that is true. All lives matter. But how can all lives matter if Black lives don't? That's the point we're trying to make here with this Black Lives Matter movement. Black lives matter also. Now, back when our ancestors were brought from their native homes to America, we were forced, to work on plantations. We were seen as property, treated lower than animals. And we fought. We fought our way out of that oppression. And yet and still, we're far from equality. Yet and still, we continue to have to fight for our voices to be heard. We continue to have to fight to be treated fairly. We continue to have to fight to break those stereotypes that uneducated people have regarding those of us in the Black community. We continuously, and honestly, it gets tiring. Me as a Black woman, working in corporate America, I have two faces that I have to wear. It's like you have to toe this line. You can never be too innovative. You can never be too bold, too outspoken, too smart. You can never express your anger or discomfort or disagreement, because when you do so, you're labeled with things like, oh, she's too aggressive. Oh, she's an angry Black woman. Oh, she's being belligerent. And yet and still, you have your counterparts who can fight just as fiercely, who can express their dismay just as vocally or even more so. And they're listened to. They're heard, their ideas, their innovations, their concerns are considered. But because of the melanin of my skin, I have to repress myself. I have to toe the line of being just enough to make everybody else around me comfortable, while I remain uncomfortable and unsupported, and my safety is threatened by the fact that I can't be authentically me without fear of reproach. Is that fair? Is that equality? Is that all lives matter? Listen up. We all have something to contribute to this world. We all are blessed with gifts from Father God. And we all have a purpose and are meant to do something great. So I will no longer allow anyone to diminish my light, to stop my shine, or silence my voice. I will be the change that I want to see. And respectfully, I matter. My family matters. The life of my son and my future children, they matter. And they are important. Just as important, as much as a priority as anyone else's. We are beautiful. We are loved. We are amazing. My women, you stand up. You stand in your truth. You know your worth, and you celebrate your blackness, because Black lives matter, and you are Black girl magic.